Sorry. I took the melatonins about an hour ago, and I'm starting to think they're kicking in. And I forgot about streaming. I'm getting sleepy. Anyways, greetings, creatures of humans alike. I am Match IQ Dog, and tonight, on this Creature of the Week stream, we shall be talking about... scribble, 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 scribble. The Centaurs. And I am kind of excited to talk about this one, so let's get this class underway, shall we? Centaurs are legendary half-human, half-horse hybrid creatures told in Greek mythology. Centaurs, who are always male by the way, are humans from the head, torso, arms, and at the waistline, while the other half is that of a full horse with the body, leg, and tail. The human half is connected to the horse body where the neck would be at. In some accounts, centaurs like the famous Chiron is said to have human frontal legs instead of frontal horse legs. Now, there are female centaurs called the Centaurides, where they're pretty much basically centaurs, except the human part is that of females with the breasts and hair and all that kind of stuff. Centaurs are said to be created by the Greek gods in multiple accounts. In one account, the centaurs are the sons of Ixion, the Lapith king, and the clown nymph Nephele. Nephele. Man, I just pronounced this right a moment ago. But anyways, Nephele. Another account said that Centaurus, Apollo's son, mated with the mares of magnesium to produce the centaurs. And the final account said that Zeus himself created the centaurs by turning into a stallion to mate with Diana, the wife of Icythocentaurs. Now, centaurs in Greek mythology seems to play as a representation of the duality between human and nature. The human side represents humanity's civilization and knowledge, while the horse side shows the wild and untamed nature. Because of this, many centaurs are presented as intelligent but wild creatures given by their desires. They will often go into a frenzy by the simple smell of wine, known to carry off nymphs and other female creatures that have their ways. But some centaurs can tame their wild nature, with well-known ones being nobles, teachers, healers, and crafty warriors like the famous Chiron. Lastly, centaurs have played a major roles in battles like the Centauro Machi, while described as a battle between the centaurs and the Lapiths during the Hippodamia's wedding. Centaurs have also survived outside of Greek, as they also play in medieval times as they become heretic. The herald. Give me a second. I'm going to try to pronounce this right. Heraldic creatures that represents the misses of battle. Oh, hey, Way Dog, how you doing this fine night? Centaurs like Nessus and Pholus are also characters that appear in Dante's Alighieri's Divine Comedy, as they became guards of the first ring of the seventh circle of hell, violence. Centaurs are very iconic due to the fact that they are because of their hybrid bodies. But centaurs also have similar cousins mentioned not just in Greek, but in other parts of the world. For Greek alone, you have the Centaurides, who are basically the female equivalent. You also got the, let's see, Cyprus. Oh, you're sick? Well, I hope you get to feeling better soon. Yeah, I forgot about that. You said that you was mentioning getting sick. I'm doing pretty good. Other than the fact that the melatonin is starting to kick in, so I gotta try to get this class spoken with the centaurs. And speaking of which, you also got the Cyprian Centaurs, or Cyprian Centaurs. These are basically the same as the other centaurs, except they got ox horns on their heads and are crafted by Zeus, who spilled his seed on Cyprus ground while he was frustrated for not getting with Aphrodite. Yeah, if you know about Zeus, you know about Zeus. Next, you got the Onocentaurs. These are the donkey version centaurs. And you got the Oh man, this one's going to be hard to pronounce. Ichthyocentaurs. These are basically sea centaurs with the front torso and the two horse legs, and the backside of a fishtail. Outside of Greek, you also got other creatures that are similar to centaurs, like the scorpion men, who are human torso up, while scorpion waist down with the claws, tails, and legs. Oh no, you're fine. You can stick around and say hi and stuff. I'll just be busy talking about this, but I'll also see to you as well. I can do both. After all, I am both your guildmate and a teacher. Even though I don't have no educational degree whatsoever, but it is what it is. You also can't forget about the Urmahlullu, who are the lion centaurs. Then you got the Italian folklore, the Icythocentaurs, or the deer centaurs, with their animal half being that of a deer. There's even a type of chin from the Middle East called the Selat that appears like a centaur, although they are entirely different since they are still shins. So as you can see in my class, centaurs are a large family that branches both in and out of Greek culture. Centaurs may not have supernatural powers like that of dragons with their fire breathing or mermaids with their powers of water and storm, but centaurs are no pushover due to their fierce or wise nature. Centaurs are they are strong creatures due to their physical powers. Super strength, speed, agility, and endurance makes them tough opponents. They are also excellent warriors as they can fight with weapons and use tactical warfare. One of their best weapons of choice is archery, but they also have a handle on melee weapons like spears, swords, and shields. Also with them being part horse, they also got a fierce kick that could kill a man if they were to kick him in the head. But those that are wise are even more fearsome because they use their intellect to create medicine, teach other centaurs or other creatures how to fight, and can even wait, why did I put it like that? And can even learn subjects like astronomy and all that. Some are even gifted with deviation, like Chiron, who is technically an immortal. But centaurs do have some major weaknesses that even a human can use to beat them. The main one is wine and alcohol. Drinks will easily make a centaur drunk, causing them to be reckless. Also, despite their enhanced durability, weapons like swords and guns could still kill a centaur. The reasoning might be because of the Lapiths fighting and killing some of the centaurs during the Centauro-machi, which I will discuss next. But another weakness might be their body structure, which in certain areas might make it difficult for them to fight. Centaurs in general are strong creatures that can still be defeated if you know how to. Now, in Greek mythology, centaurs are often told in different stories, from Chiron and him teaching heroes like Hercules, my bad, was teaching heroes to Hercules dealing with centaurs during his labor. But out of all the stories, none tells of centaurs greater than the Centauro-machi. The Centauro-machi is an epic battle between the centaurs and the Lapiths, a mythical human tribe creatures that happens during a wedding. The story goes as this. After Icyon's death, the Lapiths chose Pirithous and to woo the region of Thessaly. However, the centaurs were mad because they wanted a share of the land since they are the descendant of Ixion too. Pirithous told them they shall have Mount Polkan to avoid conflict, which made peace for a while. Later on, Pirithous is getting married to Hippodamia, and he invited the centaurs. Everything was going smoothly until the Lapiths brought out the alcohol. The centaurs, while at this time are not used to drinking it, got extremely drunk quick. Eventually, Hippodamia came out and the centaur Man, I know how to pronounce this right. I had it documented before. But anyways, I think it's Eurytion. But anyways, he pretty much got horny, grabbed the Hippodamia, and started to carry her off. The other centaurs followed suit and started to grab and carry off the other Lapith women as well. The Lapiths and Pirithous were enraged quickly and responded and attacked the centaurs, resulting in a deadly battle between the two species. During the battle, Theseus, who was a guest at the wedding, sided with the Lapiths and successfully rescued Hippodamia and even killed Eurytion in exchange of blows. Hercules, the famous demigod of strength, was also attending the wedding and fought against the Centaurs as well. Theseus and Hercules aided in the fight that helped the Lapiths, as they were able to kill a number of Centaurs. Let's see. Of course, there was another hero as well. Canenus. Canenus, which was a Lapith hero, fought well until he met his demise by the Centaurs, who buried him under a bunch of trees. Eventually, the Lapiths and Theseus and Hercules regrouped and slaughtered half of the Centaurs' forces. This forced the surviving Centaurs to retreat and leave the land of Disley. But that wasn't the end, as the Centaurs moved to Peloponnese, and it was there that they had another slaughter by the hand of Hercules, as he fought and killed a number of them there, including Nessus. The Centauromachy was considered an epic battle that showed the Centaurs' nature and how dangerous they are. It also teaches not to drink during a wedding either. Now, in Greek mythology, there are a number of famous or infamous centaurs that are told. One of the greatest of the centaurs is Chiron. Chiron is said to be the son of the Titan Cronus and the nymph Philyra, making him a half-brother of Zeus in a sense. Sorry about that. Anyways, unlike the other centaurs, Chiron is the most benevolent and wise of all of them. He was a master of many fields of medical studies, astronomy, music, hunting, and gymnasium. He used his skills as a teacher and taught many Greek heroes including Hercules, Jason, Peleus, Asclepius, and Achilles. I'm sorry, I will put all the names in the description on my YouTube page and stuff. That way y'all can know what I'm talking about. Anyways, he was basically a kind soul, and even in his death, he chose to help another. Now, Chiron was immortal, but during a visit by Hercules, Hercules accidentally pricked Chiron with a poisonous arrow that was coated by the Hydra's poison. He was immortal, so he didn't die, but the pain was excruciating and he could not cure the poison despite his healing skills. So Chiron decided to give up his immortality, but he told Zeus that he wished to free his friend Prometheus and wanted to talk to Zeus about offering his immortality for his freedom. Hercules decided to help Chiron to Mount Olympus, and Chiron pleaded with Zeus to offer his immortality in exchange for Prometheus' freedom. Zeus decided to honor his request and free Prometheus. Chiron then gave up his immortality and died. But Zeus honored Chiron again by placing his placing his soul among the stars, where Chiron became the constellation Sagittarius. Now, other than Chiron, though, there are other named centaurs like Asbolus, a seer who predicted the Centauromachy, but was unable to stop it. Next is Thesus. He was one of the centaurs that survived the battle and fled, but he later fought against Hercules, who killed him. And in some accounts, Nessus' blood that was poisoned got on Hercules as well, which resulted in him dying too. In some accounts. Now, you also got Eurytion, the one that pretty much started the Centauromachy and was slain by Theseus. And you have Pholus, who was a wise centaur and friend of Hercules until he was sadly slain during the Centauromachy as well. Now, outside of Greek mythology, you also got some centaur-looking creatures as well. For example, there is Polkan, a Russian centaur-like creature that's either half horse or dog in some description, and he is a friend of the hero Bava Kurovic. Then you have the Bestial Beast, a specter that appears like a centaur from Brazil. And you have the Kusarikku, a powerful centaur-like beast who's one of the children of Tiamat in Mesopotamia. Now, there are a bunch of other centaurs that are famous, but I just wanted to mention these. Now, centaurs has become one of the most famous type of creatures throughout Greek history, and that history has survived up to the modern times, as centaurs are retold in movies, TV series, cartoons, anime and manga, books, games, and even some commercials. In movies, you have the centaurs aiding the siblings in the first Chronicle of Narnia, The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe, and you have Chiron and the other centaurs in the Percy Jackson movies and books. For TV series, Centaurs act as doctors in the realm of Philyra in The Magician. Sena, Princess Warrior, has centaurs in the episode Last of the Centaurs, and in Hercules' legendary journey, they appeared in the episode Centaur Mentor Journey, where they wanted equal rights that turned violent. Sorry about that again. Now, for cartoons, you have Nessus, who was defeated by Hercules in the movie Hercules, a bunch of centaurs from the Fantasia movie, Sheriff Colt Bronco in Onward, and there was a minor centaur ghost character in Danny Phantom, and you also got the, centaur characters from the Netflix series Centaur World. I never watched that one because I thought it was weird. Anyways, in anime and manga, you also got a lot of centaur characters, like Centauria Shinasis from Monster Musume. At least I think I pronounced her last name right. You also got Archer of Black, that's Chiron from the Face series. Himino Kimihara and her family from A Centaur Life. Serene Centaur from Saint Mamusu Academy. And some centaurs that were created by Law from One Piece. I also want to mention Nell 2 from Bleach, who's got a centaur-like form as well. With books, Dante Avogadro's Defying Comedy features centaurs guarding the 7 circles of the Inferno, and Percy Jackson book series got centaurs like Chiron. Video games also got a bunch of centaur characters, from God of War with centaur enemies, D&D role-playing with centaur characters, Titan Quest got centaur enemies, and even Fallout got centaur-like mutants. And finally, you got some of those commercials like Centaur from the Native Shampoo and the Old Spice Centaurs. Yeah, I completely forgot about those until I was doing my research. I'm like, there's actually that. Now then, to pretty much wrap everything up, centaurs are a creature of duality, showing what a fusion of man and beast are. Fierce warriors, wise teachers, and untamable will. These creatures have stood the test of time back from Greece to modern era, showing how man and nature can be one, whether for better or worse. So I just have this thing to say. If you ever find yourself in Greece and come across a wild horseman, choose your words carefully. Try to be friendly with them, and whatever you do, do not bring any drinks out with you. And with that, that pretty much concludes the centaurs. So what do you think of these half-horse, half-man creatures? Would you like to be friends with them? Would you like to go partying with them? Would you like to ride one on their backs? Which I'm pretty sure they don't appreciate. Let me know in the comments section on my YouTube page. And with that, that pretty much wraps up our Creature of the Week stream. I think the next creature that I'm going to be talking about is a creature from African mythology that is considered as powerful like an elephant, but as elusive as a snake. I hope you guys figured that one out because I'm excited to talk about that one too. Now then, I think for tomorrow I'm probably going to do my art stream that I was planning on for the comics. And I'll probably do that about 10 to 11 p.m. CST or so. So I hope to see you guys there. But anyways, with all that out of the way, thank you guys for coming on this fantastic Creature of the Week stream. I hope y'all had as much fun as I did as we got to learn about the centaurs and their unique ways in Greek mythology. And if you wish to see more of these, just check me out on my Twitch page. Also check me out on YouTube and Twitter as well. And with that, I bid this show adieu and this class adjourn. I also want to thank Ray Dog for popping by and talking for a little bit. And I hope to see you soon as well. So with all that, see you guys. So long. Bye-bye. Okay, bye. It is time for bed.